My name is Albert. I'm making this testimony from Belgium. I have 2 testimonies to give. The first testimony concerns myself. In 2019, I did a fibroscan test. The results showed that I had stage 4 fibrosis. After the specialist explained to me its implication, I became very serious and concerned about that, but I kept believing God. Fast forward to 2021, I joined the fire altar, and that became one of my strongest prayer points. Requests, I will print out liver, photos of liver, normal liver, and all the rest of it. But fast forward to 2023, I requested from the specialist that I needed to do a fibroscan test, since I only did that in 2019. So I wanted to know the level of fibrosis whatsoever on my liver. So a date was booked for me, and I was scheduled for that test on the 31st of July this year. In the morning hours, I went to the hospital. They did a test, the fibroscan test. In fact, it took less than 2 minutes, around 1 minute 30 seconds. So I left the hospital, I came home, I sent an email to the doctor to inform him that I had done the fibroscan test. So on the 4th of August, he replied to my email that the fibroscan test is normal, which means there is no traces of fibrosis, not in the stage 4 as was before. By then, of course, I've been believing God on the fire altar for healing, for a brand new liver whenever Pastor Jerry will pray. So I tuned into those prayers, and I have come to give God all the glory. Only He can do that. Praise be to His name. The second testimony has to do with my 4-year-old son. My wife and I had been experiencing that he may be having squinted eyes on the right side, so it became a concern for us. Of course, we've been praying on the fire altar for their health and well-being, for all our children's health and well-being, and specific to this case, we believe God for healing. So, to reverse any form of squinted eyes or any eye problem. So on the 31st of July in the afternoon, my son was scheduled for eye test. I took him to the hospital. They checked his eyes, his vision, everything was perfect. But the specialist cannot determine whether he actually had squint or squinted eyes. So on the fire altar this past week, we put it on the fire altar. During the Goliath has fallen that any case of squinted eyes or eye defect on our son must be reversed. By the special grace of God, they referred us to the 4th of August. We went for the second eye check. They checked his eyes again, his retina, everything perfect, his vision perfect. So the doctor said they are not going to prescribe the glasses for him. They don't think it's needed. And of course, that was our key prayer point, that they will not prescribe for him a sunglass or a glass for him to wear to realign his eyes if at all there was any problem. So we have come to give God all the glory that God has reversed any form of eye defect. Thank you, Pastor Jerry. Thank you, Pastor Oko. Thank you, Pastor Eno. And thank you, Pastor Okay.